Well, it is sprint time for Colorado Senate candidates in today's primary elections. They are working the phones, they're waving signs on busy street corners, and putting final touches on what they hope will be victory speeches tonight.
Yeah, let's go to the guy with all the answers, Fox 31's political reporter, Eli Stokols. Good morning, Eli.
Hey, good morning, Melody. Yeah, that's right. We're here with Jane Norton, the former lieutenant governor, Republican, hoping to be the one to challenge either Senator Bennett, who we just had in the studio, or perhaps Andrew Romanoff. Good to see you this morning.
Good morning. Good to be with you.
You said you got a full night's sleep?
I slept well, just not long enough.
Yeah, these races are so close. How do you even sleep at night?
Yeah, well, you work hard and then you just, you just leave it in God's hands. So that's how we are.
What do you think? The poll yesterday actually came out and said you're back up. You got a 2-point lead. I know that's real close, basically a dead heat. But you feel like you've really kind of got your footing in the last month, 6 weeks or so?
Yeah, I think the momentum has really shifted, with Jan Brewer's endorsement and the Minutemen endorsement and the U.S. Chamber and those kinds of things. We just really felt like the momentum was with us.
This is a primary. I think most people who have watched it all along the way and watched what the voters have, conservative voters have wanted, this has sort of been a race to see who can define themselves, it seems, as the truest conservative. Ken Buck has a lot of support in this party. I think the argument even is that, wait a second, he's not any more conservative than I am. You don't know him as well as you really think you do. Is that about right?
Yeah, people are frustrated with Washington, and I think I've had it when I worked on aerospace as lieutenant governor, and the fact that we have to keep America free, safe, and sovereign, and those three priorities have really resonated with Colorado voters. They represent Colorado values.
A lot of people, when you started talking about 9/11 and the war on terror, you said we have to win the war on terror. A lot of people looked at your campaign and said, wait a second, it's not 2002. Why did you make that such a focus?
Well, Afghanistan is the central front on the war on terror, and I believe that we've kind of forgotten that. So it's important to talk. I mean, one of the roles, certainly, of the U.S. Senate is around foreign relationships, and so we wanted to highlight that. But again, it's energy policy, it's getting our recession, getting on financial footing and those kinds of things. So it's just one of many issues that we've talked about along the trail.
There are people that have been voting now for a few weeks. Today is the last day. You're probably making your argument and also reminding people exactly what they have to do. Take your ballots in, don't mail them, all that sort of stuff.
That's right.
What's the strategy today? You do believe there's still a lot of votes out there that can swing this race?
Well, we are working up until the very last minute when the polls close at 7 p.m. We're not taking anything for granted. We know that it's going to be a very tight race. We just want to encourage people, for those people who've already voted, tell them thank you. And we're going to be out waving signs and talking to people and hopefully convincing them to vote for me.
Exciting day.
It's game day. We're suited up.
All right. Thanks very much.
Thanks, Eli,
Thanks very much for coming in and for all your being so forthcoming and open throughout the race. Norton, running in a close Republican Senate primary.